nest. Over.
Prometheus, identity still unknown.
Prometheus unknown. Over.
The Germans have moved Admiral Canaris. He's no longer at Flossenberg camp. He's been taken to Colditz Castle.
Canaris moved. Taken to Colditz Castle. Over.
I bribed my way in. I may have been compromised.
Could you repeat that? Over.
I said
Nightingale? Nightingale? Nightingale!
Why the hell are we cooling our heels here? I figured it was Sheridan running the show. We'd be in Berlin, kissing the Frauleins by now.
Because the general said so. You don't go second-guessing 3 stars. And what do you want?
Give me 4. Yeah, but why here? I thought we were gonna go meet the Ruskies at the Elbe.
Rumor says there's a VIP we gotta get out of the Nazi jail. The top price figured if they want it done right and done fast. Call Sheridan. You wanna draw 4? Show me the ace.
Come on, I got an ace. Give me 4.
Show me a goddamn ace!
At ease. The rest of the army will move without us. We have a side mission. To penetrate the German lines at Leipzig and secure Colditz Castle yesterday.
Speed is of the utmost importance. We cannot give her interrogators time to take certain measures. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Hey, Kowalski. I bet you didn't even have a face card.
Ah, hell, General.
I appreciate you doing this, Joe. We know she's here. Colditz Castle. Right across the other side of the city.
It's too bad for Leipzig. We don't have time to go around.
Indeed. The clock's our worst enemy now. Are you sure you can do this?
I got as much reason as you to find out who's behind this.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
The troops are waiting for your orders, Joe.
Move to destination. Full speed. Affirmative. Step on, let's roll.
Forward. Straight ahead.
Sir, the Pershings are waiting for orders.
General, you'll have to clear the south bank of the river for the light divisions.
No problem. We're on our way. Main armament ready. Fire. Sir, reporting enemy unit has been destroyed. Barrage fire. Let's wipe them out. Enemy down. Yeah, who's next?
Sir, I should remind you that these Super Pershings are on loan. The High Command is going to want them back. All of them. Clear the southern side of the bridge for the light infantry.
Enemy down. Yeah, who's next? Just staying on target.
Sir, the Field Artillery Battalion is opening fire.
Let's roll. Receiving report. Unit engaging hostile.
Excellent. Heavy tanks should be very effective against their defenses. Keep up the pace. You have to get across the river as quickly as possible. They're counter-attacking. Take care of them.
Unit reports damage, sir. Reports confirmed. Target destroyed.
Allied paratroopers incoming, General.
Reporting enemy losses.
We have to hurry, General. Our agent in Colditz is the only one that knows what's going on. Well done! Rush Colditz Castle. We'll take care of the rest.
Allied command has ordered the bombing of the city.
Ordering unit to destination. No problem. We're on our way. Reporting enemy losses.
There's the castle.
Sir, we have reports of an enemy battalion of heavy tanks.
Find them and destroy them. They're going to try to relieve Colditz.
Sir, heavy tanks incoming. Our fighter bombers are on their way, sir. Sir, fighter bombers incoming. Friendlies.
Step on it. Let's roll.
Brilliant work, Joe.
Squad commander, go to your new position. Affirmative. Step on it, let's roll.
Here we are. Now let's see if we were fast enough. It's our last chance to discover Prometheus's identity. That bastard cost us a lot of good men.
Good God. Angie. What happened?
Andrew, I was afraid the next friendly face I saw would have wings and a harp. Who's the fellow with all the stars?
Joe Sheridan, U.S. Army.
Very pleased to meet you, General. But I've bad news, Andrew. They killed Canaris.
Damn.
I spoke with him first, but he was in bad shape. I couldn't get Prometheus's identity, but I do know where he is.
Where?
Torgau. Prometheus has some sort of unfinished business there.
I don't give a damn where he is. I'll follow him to hell if I have to. A lot of boys went home in pine boxes, all because of Prometheus. Ever since way back in Tunisia and Kasserine.
Herr General von Richter, we have a message from Field Marshal Rommel. He greatly appreciates your part in the offensive and wishes to promote you to Corps Command. Congratulations, Mynheer.
What for? We had all the details of their strength and positions. A child could have done it.
The Field Marshal's intelligence services were quite accurate.
Not Rommel's spies. Canaris's. That source he called Prometheus won the battle. Not I.
Get the wounded out of the sun and check the dead. There's NRs for water and ammo. Who are you?
Colonel Campbell, Military Intelligence, War Office. Who are you?
Major Sheridan. Joe Sheridan.
I thought Colonel Hodge was the senior ranking officer.
Haven't seen him in 6 hours, sir. Have found peaches of his Jeep, though.
What about Lieutenant Colonel Hanson?
Ah, geez, sir. Let me put it this way. He's going home in a soup can.
Well, gets bumped to you then, Major. I have orders to rally any man with 2 arms, 2 legs, and a gun.
For what purpose, sir?
To hold the line, while we're waiting for reinforcements.
What? That's nuts. By tomorrow evening, the entire German army's gonna fall on Kasserine. That's where we need to hold the line.
You don't have to convince me, old boy. But you've only got rifles against Rommel's 21st Panzer Division. I don't see how you're going to get from here to there.
Well, there is a way. Let me show you.
We received a signal from an anti-tank battalion isolated just north of Spiba. More or less here.
I see. And from there, you're only half a day from Kasserine. With a little luck, you can get there before the Germans do.
Exactly. I've been trying to reach headquarters for hours to tell them that, but no luck.
That's bold. Not the shy and retiring type, are you? For what it's worth, I represent headquarters here, and I say we do it. Let's meet up with those gunners. Any unit we can pick up is a blessing.
Move to destination. Full speed.
Sir, there's a lot of enemy infantry ahead.
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire.
4 against 2 should be easy enough, Major?
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire. Head to the new position, man.
Bravo! But the men still have a hard road ahead. They reacted quickly. The enemy is massing in front of Spieber.
Go to your new position.
Hurry, before they outnumber us. Enemy patrols! Hit them while they're spread out.
Under fire. Reporting. Unit under sustained fire. Unit reports damage, sir.
Excellent. Spieber isn't far now.
Receiving report.
Where's the anti-tank force? What's going on?
Major, 2 enemy tanks approaching.
Armor? Good Lord, Sheridan, they'll cut us to pieces.
Sir, the anti-tank regiment has just made contact. They're engaging the enemy armor.
Lucky. That was a close one.
Just like I said.
Don't count your chickens yet, Major. It's about to get interesting.
What is it now?
A battle group of 21st Panzer Division beat us to Spetla, and the rest of the division will be following shortly.
As far as we know, it has both infantry and armor components. You see, the large markers indicate armor, the smaller ones are infantry.
Got it.
The 1st Armored's advance guard will be approaching our left flank.
They'll slow the 21st Panzer while we get to Kasserine.
Major, the anti-tank regiment has placed itself under your command.
The AT guns must stay at a safe distance from their target, Major, or they'll be exposed to return fire. Look out, Major. More enemy armor inbound.
Engaging the enemy, sir. Reporting enemy losses.
The remaining tank has taken cover behind the building, sir.
Move your AT guns forward, Major, if you want to get a good angle on that armor.
Head to the new position, man. Let's move.
Remember, only the AT guns can take out the tanks, and the best thing against the enemy infantry is our own.
Engaging the enemy, sir. Move to the indicated.
So far, so good, Major, but the clock is ticking. We have to clear Spitler in order to reach Kasserine.
Here comes the 1st Armored.
They'll buy us some time to reach Kasserine, Major. Don't waste it. Damn. They've occupied the town. The anti-tank guns will have a hard time getting an angle on that armor.
Unit under sustained fire. Squad Target destroyed. Squad commander, stop. Affirmative. Let's move. Affirmative. Let's move. Damage, sir. Move to the indicated position, Commander. Affirmative. Let's move.
Let's get to Kasserine before the entire 21st falls on our heads.
There are still a few tanks in the way, sir.
The first armored can't hold out, Major. We must get to Kasserine before the Germans break through their lines. Very good. The road to Kasserine is wide open. Let's hurry.
Unit reports heavy fire. Our units are under fire.
The first armored pull back in order, Major. Well done. Excellent, Major. Kasserine is ours.
We were right, Campbell. Rommel was targeting Kasserine.
Worse than that. He's mobilized armor from the Italian R.U.S.E division.
Look at the layout of the city. There are 4 points of entry.
That means 4 points to defend. Do you think it's possible?
It should be, as long as I deploy the anti-tank guns intelligently.
Excellent. I'll see what I can do to provide you with reconnaissance. Major, you'd better hurry with your defensive positions. Their attack could come at any minute.
Sir, a recon plane is on its way.
Move to destination.
You'll want to use those anti-tank guns at their maximum range, Major. Deploy them so that each one has several lines of fire. It'll greatly improve our chances.
What about infantry, sir? Our boys don't have anti-tank weapons.
They won't be sitting still, Kowalski. They'll have to protect our guns from the enemy's infantry. Major, the reconnaissance aeroplane is over your area.
Squad commander, go to your new position. March formation. Set 2, 3, 4.
Enemy movement detected south of your position. Alert! Enemy aircraft inbound.
Inauspicious news, that.
Sir, we lost the Grasshopper. The recon plane is down.
Damn! They shot down the recon plane. We're blind now.
Perhaps, but not deaf. Thanks to a few geniuses in a little place called Bletchley Park, we can decrypt their transmissions.
You mean we can listen in on them? Well, why the hell haven't we been doing that the last couple of days?
Well, if I'd had my way, we would have done. Regardless, we should be able to receive the German messages as they're given.
Well, that gives us a fighting chance. How do we do it?
Well, you select the zone you want to listen to. I'll find the frequency and activate the system.
Excellent. Let's see how this works.
Signal tapping system activated. Decrypted. Yes, we'll decrypt their transmissions in no time.
Brilliant. Look, Major, we can anticipate the Axis movements. Remember that you can tap into their communications, Major. If you don't break the codes and learn their movements, we'll have to fall back.
Unit under fire.
Attention, Major. The R.U.S.E division has been ordered to attack from the south.
Unit under fire. Yes, sir. Ordering unit to destination. We're redeploying. We're working and arrive. Move unit into position. Changing position. Bring up the truck.
Our AT guns are all that stand between us and those tanks. Try to keep them in one piece,
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Sir, a new route is available. Enemy in range. Engage. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
They will be attacking from the west, sir.
Receiving report. Our units are under fire. Enemy vehicle destroyed. HVTV shot by that target. Unit into position. Affirmative. Let's move.
Incoming infantry. Get ready, boys.
You'll have to deploy your infantry to protect your AT guns.
Heavy fire. Unit under fire.
armored units moving in from the east.
You'll have to maintain a defensive position, Major. They'll cut us to pieces out in the open.
Reload! Quicker!
That's excellent work, Major. None of them have breached your defenses.
Unit reports damage, sir. DP, shot by that sword. Reporting enemy unit down, sir. Unit reports heavy fire. 30 units provided us with a new. Evacuate my man. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Receiving report. Our units are under fire. Position. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Unit report heavy fire. Reporting the case headed on, sir. Unit report engagement in progress.
Paratroopers? You Yanks do send quality reinforcements.
Destroyed. Proceed to position. March formation. Step 2, 3, 4. Enemy in range. Engage.
Careful, sir. They're sending infantry and armor this time.
Down, sir. Head to the new position, man. Let's move. Enemy in range. Engage. Unit opening fire on the enemy. Unit reports damage, sir. Receiving report. Enemy unit destroyed.
That's it! A unit of the 21st Panzer is advancing on Kasserine from the north.
Now available. Unit opening fire on the enemy. Reporting enemy losses. Reporting. Unit under the same fire. Squad commander, open fire on engaging the enemy, sir. Enemy vehicle destroyed. APCV shot by that target. Receiving report. Our units are under fire.
Impressive, Major. So far, none of their assaults have got through.
Don't see nobody moving. Think we got him. Unit reports damage, sir. ATCV shot by that target. Reports confirmed. Target destroyed. Yes, sir. Ordering units to destination. Sir, reporting enemy unit has been destroyed. Platoon, fire it, Bill! March formation. Step 2, 3, 4. Sir, reporting enemy unit has been destroyed. Unit reports contact with hostiles. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Engaging the enemy, sir. Don't see nobody moving. Reports confirmed. Target destroyed. Squad commander, go to your new position. Let's move. Our units are under fire. Sir, we're getting the hell out of here.
Incoming Panzer IV.
Ready yourself, Major. It's one of a dangerous new breed.
Head to the new position, man. I hate it. I bet the damn line you have tracked. Ordering unit to destination. Yes, sir. Engage enemy. Engage enemy. Sir, the ruse is no longer active.
The Jerrys are pulling back. We did it! And without losing any of our AT guns. Quite impressive, Major.
Colonel Campbell, I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again.
Believe me, sir, I'm as happy as you are. May I present Major Sheridan, 1st Armored Division?
Sir!
Very well done at Catherine Sheridan. I just wish I could have been there to handle things myself. It's lucky I saw the opportunity and sent Colonel Campbell to help you out.
Sir?
The important thing is that we stop them. This is Rommel's high water mark. Now it's time to roll them back. Are you ready to help, Major?
Hell yes, sir!
Just one thing, General. Given Sheridan's role in the future, perhaps Major is not appropriate.
Of course. Lieutenant Colonel Sheridan, congratulations on your promotion. You got the attitude and the talent that we need to finish this war. I'll have them do the paperwork immediately.
Sir, yes, sir! I'm looking forward to doing more of the same, sir!
Rommel has pulled most of his troops back to face Montgomery in the south. The main thrust of the offensive will be the 1st Infantry Division from the north, with my combat command leading.
Sir, HQ requests that we support our Free French allies, bypassing the enemy positions at Sidi Ike.
So basically, I'm taking the frogs for a walk.
The Italians still have armor, Colonel. Enough to keep us busy. Besides, General Weatherby's plan is not without its flaws. Attacking the Jerrys head-on in a canyon is,
Daring, sir?
I was more thinking of foolish, Captain Kowalski. Very well, Lieutenant Colonel. It's time to take the initiative.
Move to destination. Full speed.
Drive, buddy. Drive where expected.
These Stuarts aren't the sturdiest tanks, but they compensate by being fast. The rest of the R.U.S.E division, get them!
Reporting enemy unit down, sir. Yes, sir. Ordering unit to destination.
On our way.
Italian light tank dead ahead.
4 against 1 should be child's play.
Unit reports contact with hostile. Unit reports heavy fire. Sir, HQ has provided us with info. Receiving report. Enemy unit destroyed. Yes, sir. Engage enemy. I repeat, engage enemy.
2 light tanks straight ahead, sir.
Reporting. Unit state fire. Open fire on designated targets. Unit under fire. Signal
Enemy
charge.
destroyed.
Decrypting. Move to the indicated position, Commander.
Sir, we have a German medium tank straight ahead.
A Panzer IV. That's a hard target, Lieutenant Colonel. Concentrate your fire on it.
You have your target. Destroy it. Unit reports contact with hostile. Unit reports heavy fire.
sigh, Colonel. I had the feeling you'd be good at blowing things up.
You have the coordinates. Proceed to position.
Right, buddy. Right, we're expected.
Two Panzer IVs counterattacking. Pull back, Sheridan. You don't have the firepower to take them on.
Sure, driver. Where are you?
Yes, sir.
A battalion of Lee tanks is joining us. They'll help us take care of the enemy armor.
Excellent. Let's get rid of those Panzers.
Move out, folks. You got the road ahead.
Unit reports damage, sir. Unit reports engagement in progress. Reporting. Unit under sustained fire. Unit reports damage, sir.
Well done, Colonel. Your new rank suits you well.
Colonel Leduc here, commanding the Constantine Division. Is anyone receiving this? Over!
This is Combat Command B, Colonel Leduc. What happened to General Wellworth?
He's been killed. They're running right over us. The Italians weren't supposed to have this kind of strength. Our offensive has been halted. Repeat, we've been stopped. Leduc out.
There's something wrong. That's not what headquarters said.
Agreed, Captain Kowalski. We could forge our own opinion by sending operatives behind their lines.
You mean spies, sir?
If you want to be simple, Kowalski, it's your decision, Colonel. Spies can expose the enemy units in the sector, but broadcasts are short because the Jerry's track them down.
We have been given a new route. Yes, sir. Our spy is on his way.
By Jove! They were waiting for us.
They have a strong anti-tank line set up. Nothing with treads will get across there. We need infantry to take those guns out.
I'll get headquarters on the line and request engineers to build us a base.
We'll take City Aish, right here, and wait until the forward base is operational. Then we'll finish the Italians once and for all. Let Leduc know what's coming, okay?
Hold tight, Lieutenant Colonel. The engineers should be here shortly.
Sir, intel reports enemy movement towards CD Ike.
Hardly surprising. You have to hold the line, Colonel. And remember, it's better to have our medium tanks taking the hits than our light ones.
You have the coordinates. Proceed to position.
Let's get this show on the road. Let's go. Let's go, Ray. Let's give them hell.
Get to the new position. Unit reports heavy fire.
Roll back. We're on the move. Let's go.
Reporting. One Bruce stratagem has ceased, sir.
Fire.
Unit reports damage, sir. Sir, now active.
Just a few more minutes, Colonel. The engineers are almost there.
Report heavy fire. Yes, sir. Ordering unit to destination. Let's get this show on the road. Fall back. Have a target ball up to stand. Unit under fire. Squad commander. Hold the fire on target. Give them a lesson they won't forget. Here, taking it. Time for money. Unit reports damage, sir. Sir, the agent we sent to spy is no longer active in the center. Move unit into position. Hit the road. Coordinates 521-311. Let's get this show on the road. Receiving report. Unit engaging hostiles. Receiving report. Our units are under fire. Shot fire. There's one.
The engineers are here. They're building a barracks in the forward area.
Perfect. We'll take the headquarters here. That'll cut the head off the snake that's hissing at Colonel Leduc.
Move unit into position.
Sir, the 16th Infantry Regiment is ready and able.
Excellent news. They're the only units we have who can neutralize their AT guns.
Get this show on the road. Head to the new position, man. March formation. Yes, sir. Our spy is on his way. 5 degrees up. Fire! You have the forces. Proceed to position. Hit the road. Coordinates 521-311. Squad commander, go to your new position. Hit the road. Coordinates 521-311. Sir, the agent we sent to spy is no longer active in the sector. We have been given a new ruse. Yes, sir. Our spy is on his way. Head to the new position, man. Move out, folks. We got the road ahead. Yes, sir. Ordering unit to destination. Let's get this show on the road.
It might be a good idea to reactivate our spy network now, Colonel.
Yes, sir. Ordering unit to destination. Let's get this show on the road. Sir, the agent we sent to spy is no longer active in the sector. Receiving report. Our units are under fire. Unit reporting engagement in progress.
position.
The road, coordinates 521-3114.
Yes, sir. Our spy is on his way. Squad commanders, move out.
Hit the road, coordinates 521-3114.
Squad commanders, move out.
Move out, folks. You got the road ahead.
Our spy has left the sector, sir. Move to destination. Full speed.
Right, buddy. Over expected. Adjust your aim and give up there.
Receiving report. Our units are under fire. Receiving report. One planned ruse no longer operational. Unit reports damage, sir. Move to the indicated position, Commander.
March formation. 10, 2, 3, 4.
Spies now activated, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Unit under sustained fire.
Sir, all enemy AT guns have been taken out.
Our spy has left the sector, sir. We've been given...
Excellent. Their headquarters is ours.
Lieutenant Colonel. We found a Kraut officer in the Italian HQ. He was trying to start a bonfire with R.U.S.E.
Well, they must be important to somebody. Let me take a look. Thank you, Leslie.
What have you got there?
Well, take a look for yourself.
Good Lord. These are your orders.
Not just my orders, but the orders for the goddamn whole First Army.
Well, that explains a few things, doesn't it?
Damn it.
Weatherby and the Big Red One are mired at Hajab el Ayoun.
And the Brits?
They're struggling to advance along the coast. The German rearguard is causing trouble.
For Christ's sakes, the whole damn offensive is stuck.
You'd think the Germans knew our plans, wouldn't you?
Who's commanding the German troops?
A certain General von Richter.
And the general appears to have slipped up.
How do you mean?
All his strength is on his flanks. His center is vulnerable.
You're calling a Kampfgruppe of the 10th Panzer vulnerable?
Stragglers and remnants. If I can snatch his headquarters, he won't be able to react.
That's quite risky.
Maybe, but it's the only way to take the pressure off Weatherby and Monty.
The HQ of the 10th Panzer has been spotted at Sidi Bouzid.
Cut off the head and the body will die,
Where German AT guns are.
Yes, sir.
My operatives are still at our service now.
Our spy is on his way. 2, 3, 4. Head to the new position, man.
Hit the road. Coordinates 521.
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire. Our spy has left the sector, sir. Unit reports contact with hostiles. Squad commander, move out.
2, 3, 4.
Yes, sir. Ordering unit to destination.
Let's get this show on the road.
Signal tapping system activated. Decrypting. Encryption is now active.
Enemy in range. Engage. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Move unit into position. Now available. Yes, sir. Our spy is on his way. Move to the indicated position, Commander. Unit reports enemy neutralized.
Engaging the enemy, sir. Take that.
Unit under fire.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Move unit into position.
Moving on that new position.
You have the coordinates. Proceed to position.
Clear a path for the line in with the shark driver. We're out of here.
Our spy has left the sector, sir.
Fire! Reload! Quicker!
Commander, you have your orders. Destroy target.
Target in sight.
You have the
Just
coordinates.
today.
Proceed to position.
Let's get this show on the road. March formation. Engaging the
Unit
enemy.
reports enemy neutralized. Move to destination. Full speed.
All right, buddy. Unexpected. Changing position. Bring up the trucks.
A new R.U.S.E is at our disposal. Yes, sir. We're trying to find the right frequency. Unit reports damage, sir.
Watch out! Enemy tanks moving on our flank.
Coordinates 521-3114. Don't see nobody. Let's go. Think we got him.
Watch your armor, Colonel. You'll need at least one tank to destroy their HQ.
Target destroyed.
Careful, they've got Pack 40s. Those are far more dangerous than the little Pack 36s.
Don't see nobody moving. Think we got him. Move to the unit position, Commander. March formation. 10, 2, 3, 4.
You have the forces. Proceed to position.
Moving on that new position. Change your position. Bring up the trucks.
Head to the new position, man.
We're redeploying.
Move unit into position.
Moving on that new position. Acknowledge. Full throttle ahead.
Head to the new position, man.
It's the road. Coordinates 521-3114.
Squad commander, go to your new position.
Let's get this show on the road.
Reporting. One road stratagem has ceased, sir. Yes, sir. Ordering unit to destination.
We're on the move. Let's go. Change your position. Bring up the trucks.
You have your target.
What the hell? That HQ is just a frame of wood and cloth.
The building's a decoy. Von Richter is luring us into a trap.
There's nothing on the radio. It's like they stopped talking.
Von Richter turned off the lights, yes? We're in the dark as far as knowing where his units are positioned.
Damn, that hurts. My strategy assumed that we would take out his communications. It's time to get HQ on the radio and tell them we're in it up to our necks.
Lieutenant Colonel, you had best be ready to dig in with teeth and fingernails until the reinforcements arrive.
The moment of truth, right? Time to use every ruse we know.
And to think that I could have been sipping tea in Piccadilly instead.
Is that a pub, sir?
Captain Kowalski, your lack of education is most distressing.
Head to the new position, man.
We're on the move. Let's go.
We've just received reinforcements from an anti-tank unit, sir.
Move unit into position.
Let's get this show on the road. We're on the move. Let's go.
Squad commander, go to your new position.
Acknowledge. Full throttle ahead. Drive, buddy. Drive where expected.
damage, sir. Our spy has left the sector, sir. Yes, sir. Our spy is on his way. Unit under fire.
Enemy in range. Engage. Fire! Reload! Quicker! Take that! That's the range. Reload now.
Receiving report. Unit engaging hostile. Reporting. Unit under sustained fire. Unit opening fire on the enemy.
APCC shot by that code.
New boost is now available. Our spy has left the sector, sir.
We've taken a beating. Fire! Reload! Quicker!
Position, Commander.
Look sharp, driver. We're out of here. On our way. APCC shot by that code here.
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire.
Engaging the enemy, sir. Enemy vehicle is low. Engaging the enemy, sir.
Move to the indicated position, Commander. Unit reports heavy fire. Yes, sir. Our spy is
The
on his way.
reinforcements are here, sir, and they've brought recon units.
My commendation, Sheridan. You snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. But we're not finished with von Richter. The recon aircraft prevent the Germans from using radio silence. We'll get them now. We'll finally discover where the enemy has been hiding himself.
Reports heavy fire.
Willoughby and the British will attack along our flanks. Rommel may have escaped, but we can still crush his rear guard.
Sir, we have reports of anti-tank guns in Jem.
It'll be tight. We can't let them get a bead on our armor.
Lieutenant Colonel, Weatherby reports that he is beginning his offensive.
Sheridan, the enemy anti-tank defenses are holding me up. Send everything you can to take them out. Now!
His armor will take the brunt of the German anti-tank fire. We'll have to destroy them immediately.
Unit reports damage, sir. Reporting to the headed wrong, sir. Reporting enemy unit down, sir. Reporting. Unit under sustained fire. Unit reporting engagement in progress. Unit is breaking up, sir. Sir, reporting enemy unit has been destroyed. Enemy engaged. Unit reports heavy fire. Unit reports enemy neutralized. Yes, sir. Ordering unit to destination. You have the Yes, sir. Our spy is on his way.
Engaging the enemy, sir.
Unit under fire.
Lieutenant Colonel, the Brits are in trouble. They're asking us to flank the enemy.
Unit under fire. Sir, reporting one of our units is down. Reporting. Unit under Sustained fire. Now available. Yes, sir. Our spy is on his way.
Tiger tank. Repeat, they have a Tiger.
Bloody do something, Colonel. A single Tiger could wipe out an armored column.
Opening fire on the enemy.
Lieutenant Colonel, you'd better be careful taking that risk out.
Sir, reporting enemy unit has been destroyed.
Lieutenant Colonel, the Tiger's been destroyed.
That's a relief. That monster would have spread havoc in our ranks.
Sir, the Germans are surrendering.
The town is ours. But don't sound the trumpets quite yet. The Africa Corps managed to retreat in order. Even their rear gun escaped us.
Now that's a job we can be proud of. Hitler's famed Africa Corps, driven into the sea. The Pentagon appreciates what we did here.
It was touch and go for a while, General. Certainly wasn't much fun at the beginning.
Agreed. I wonder about that von Richter. He's clever. I'm surprised that anyone could hold out for so long, facing those odds.
Ridiculous. Just another fanatic with a uniform full of unwarranted medals. We'll be stepping on their necks all the way to Berlin. I do not like the taste of defeat.
Outnumbered and lacking petrol, we did well to last so long. I see no shame in an honorable and organized retreat.
We will get them next time, sir.
There won't be a next time in Africa.
But, sir, none of their generals can stand against you.
A victory here would be a waste of men and vehicles. We need them for the real fight in Europe.
But...
Besides, one of them, Sheridan, almost had us at Sidi Bouzid. Fortunately, I always keep a few tricks up my sleeve.
They loved you in Sicily.
I know, and I'll do it again here.
I hope so. The Senate is worried. Public opinion is getting quite vocal about our losses in Italy.
It's the Germans and their bloody defensive lines. We break through one, and they pull back to the next. Damn, I hate this campaign.
That's why I suggested your name. I thought it was time for a new approach.
I'm touched by your confidence.
Which is well placed. Your invasion plan is brilliant.
Let's hope the Pentagon sees it that way. I'm tired of being second-guessed by Washington. I'm a man of action, not a politician.
Don't worry, Charles. I'll support you as far as you can go.
Look, another great plan from Weatherby. I mean, he's so scared of being overshadowed by me that all he gives me is these little secondary missions. You know, ever since we landed in Sicily, all I've been is some glorified crossing guard.
You really think he has it in for you? After all, he did make you a full colonel.
So what, he gets the medal and the glory, and I get the blood and the mud? No, it's obvious he's sidelining me.
Don't you think the success of the mission should be your only worry?
Oh yeah, sure. So he enters Rome like an emperor, while walking on our backs.
Well, is that so surprising? After all, it was his plan, and it was approved by Washington and London. And it's got to work. Look.
Intelligence indicates that our bridgehead behind the Volturno line has forced the Jerrys to pull back to the Barbara line. Their Italian allies are finished.
I know that, and I know that we're going to be acting as bait, doing recon in the north.
A calculated risk. And don't forget, Weatherby's task force will land behind them. And drop down to trap the divisions there.
I don't like the smell of it. An awful lot can go wrong, and I am a great believer in Murphy's Law.
The HQ is set up, sir. We can deploy field bases now.
Colonel, we found a supply depot.